On episode 250 of He Said, She Said movie reviews, we take a look at the movie Knock at the Cabin. Welcome to He Said, She Said movie reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just got back from seeing Knock at the Cabin. What do you give this one, April?
Well, I'm going to have to give it about a 3.
All right. I'm going to give it a 3.5, and we'll tell you all about it right after these two trailers. But before we get in those two trailers, we've got to tell you one thing. This is a milestone episode for us. This is episode 250, halfway to 500. It's been a long run, hasn't it?
It has, but it's been a lot of fun. And we need to thank everyone involved, from not just the fans have been phenomenal in not just the United States, but internationally, but also everyone within film, producers, actors, big film companies. I mean, people have really supported us and made sure that we get copies of things, and we just really appreciate it.
Yes, we do. And we'll get into that more at the end here. So, the two trailers.
Okay, here we go. I don't know why, but I've wanted to see this forever. It's called Cocaine Bear. An oddball group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens come together in a Georgia forest where a 500-pound black bear goes on a murderous rampage after unintentionally ingesting cocaine.
And according to the trailer, this is based off a true story.
Yes, I saw that. But I'm obsessed with Kerry Russell, always have been since Felicity.
And this movie comes out this Friday on February 24th.
Yes, it does. And it's also Ray Liotta's last movie. And, that's a sad thing. But he's in it. And also Margot Martindale.
Yeah, love her.
So the second that we saw, which I want to see this really bad, it's called Polite Society. Rhea Khan believes that she must save her older sister, Lena, from her impending marriage. After enlisting her friend's help, she attempts to pull off the most ambitious of all wedding heists in the name of independence and sisterhood. Release date, April 28th, 2023, starring Priya Kansara, Ritu Ara, and Renu Brendel.
This is a Indian martial arts movie based around a comedy. It looks so like good. It's going to be really good. I'm actually psyched to see this one, so can't wait to see it. So Knock at the Cabin. 3.5 stars and 3 stars and 3.5 stars. So this is the story about while vacationing, a girl and her parents are taken hostage by armed strangers who demand that the family make a choice to avert the upcoming apocalypse. This falls in the horror, mystery, and thriller genre, and it's the next offering by director M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
He's known for The Sixth Sense, The Village, and Lady in the Water, etc.
The writers on this is not an original piece, by the way, by M. Night, but this is, he's known for Sixth Sense, The Village, and Lady in the Water. And the other two writers, Steve Desmond and Michael Sherman, this is both their first feature credit. And this is based off the book, The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. You want to do the cast real quickly?
Sure, the cast, Dave Bautista, Jonathan Groff, Rupert Grint, Nikki, Amuka-Bird, Ben Aldridge, Abby Quinn, and Kristen Q.
Has a runtime of 100 minutes, and it's rated R for violence and language. Okay, so let's just get this part off my chest and open it up right away. M. Night Shyamalan has done some really great movies, and he's done some really duds. And
yes.
His last one, which we reviewed a year and a half ago in 2021, Old, was one of the worst movies that we've seen. And
I still can't believe he did that movie.
I mean, that movie was terrible. He's a hit and miss kind of guy. And when he hits a home run, he usually hits a good home run.
Well, this one, let me just tell you, obviously the theme, End of the World, the acting was solid. Dave was great. Kristen Q, the little girl, did a fantastic job.
I was really impressed with her.
Yeah, the acting wasn't my issue, nor the characters.
And the direction, as I was just saying, this is one of M. Night's better jobs. I mean, it wasn't a dud like Old, and Old was a really bad dud. So
the score added to the ambiance of this movie, the cinematography, I thought was great.
Yeah, did you notice that I kept on noticing how it kind of started getting darker and darker as the apocalypse was starting to happen?
Yes.
This whole movie's based off the mythos, the Christian mythos of the apocalypse and the four horsemen of the apocalypse and everything. And it was good. Like I said, the cinematography was good. The production design. Let's talk about the
production design, because those tools the horsemen carried.
Yeah, I mean, those were some nice-looking things. For a movie about the end of the world, the special effects weren't that much.
Right.
I mean, there was a really cool tidal wave scene off the Cannon Beach of all places.
Yes, and the planes.
And the planes falling out of the air. That always gives me, when you see a plane kind of just falling out of the sky, it just freaks me out.
Right.
Not gliding or anything, just falling.
But I thought even that was eerie. It was good. The editing, fine. Pace, it moved along, really well. And the dialogue was fine. For me, everything was okay except one thing.
Going back to the dialogue, I
don't believe it.
Okay. Well, sometimes you have to suspend your belief for a movie.
No, I know. I tried. I really did.
The dialogue, what I really thought was really cool was how the four horsemen were reluctant horsemen.
Yes,
they really didn't want to do their job.
I agree.
And I love the way Leonard, Dave Bautista's character, kept on trying to explain everything.
And he's so polite.
And being so polite. Oh, we really don't want to do this, and shucks, golly darn type of thing. But I like that. It was believable.
Yeah.
For me, where this movie really fails, and to me it failed, is in the story arc.
I agree.
I didn't leave the movie theater. Typically, M. Night Shyamalan movies have a surprise ending, right? The Scooby-Doo surprise ending, pull off the mask, and we have something complete. This movie didn't have that typical M. Night Shyamalan.
And I want to say something real quick. The ending felt wrong.
Yeah, it did. There was no satisfaction to the movie.
Exactly.
I didn't feel like there was any personal growth with the characters. Right? Yeah. Did you? I mean...
No, and also I would have liked more explanation on how the Four Horsemen came to be.
Yeah, me too.
I think that might have helped me believe it a little more.
I mean, these four people were chosen as the horsemen, right? Mm-hmm. How were they chosen? Why were they chosen? Et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
That, to me, would have added something to the movie, You're
right. But you did enjoy it.
I did enjoy it.
He enjoyed it more than I did. And this isn't about the acting. It's not about the set design. It's not about anything like that. For me, I couldn't get there to believe it. And Tim could get there to believe it. That's why he probably enjoyed it more than I did.
Well, as April knows, and maybe some of you know, I really love a good apocalyptic story. I love the end of the world stuff. I love the dystopian stuff. I'm trying to decide if I want to read the book that this is based off.
I think you should.
Maybe I'll get some more explanation on the horsemen.
I think right now, as crazy as our world is, and we've had back-to-back hideous, horrible events and things, that could be too for me, where I just, ugh.
Yeah, I know. Heck, you watch the news every night. You're wondering if we're in the middle of the apocalypse.
But I will say that I want the actors and actresses to know. I thought he did a good job writing it. I mean, my issue isn't anything with how someone would perceive how I judge this movie. It was just, truthfully, for me, the believability of the story.
And for me, it was more that there was no satisfying ending to this movie,
right?
And I didn't feel like there was any character growth with the main characters. So,
but I do love Dave Bautista. He is just, what was that movie we loved with him and that little girl years ago? I can't remember, but I loved it. He was great.
So anyways, M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin. April gives this one 3 stars. I give it 3.5 stars. It's a good matinee movie.
Sure.
Right?
Absolutely. And again, I want to take a minute. Episode 250. Most podcasts really don't ever get above 10, do they, Tim?
No, most people fade after 7.
So this is huge, but you just can't imagine the people we've heard from all countries, and people in the U.S. have been so generous. I mean, to email, to get our numbers, want our address, to send things. People are amazing. And I just really appreciate you.
I just heard from one of our listeners today. They listened to our review of A Man Called Otto and they listened to it on YouTube of all places. And
really,
and she thanked us for the review, and she was really happy to hear a review from a husband and wife because she really wanted to take her husband to see the movie.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, we love you. We appreciate you, and more to come. Thank you for everything.
Thank you a lot. And if you haven't already done so, please tell a friend about the podcast. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you at the movies.
We will see you at the movies.